First the sap and then the flower.
And when warm winds and early sun stir birds to sing, then people too are stirred to make their way to Canterbury to go on pilgrimage.
Here too in Cambridge, another pilgrimage to see our play.
The villagers and townsfolk have set out and gathered here to hear these tales again. Tales told 600 years ago when folk first went to Thomas's tomb in Canterbury.
The prologue!
Now greet our pilgrims, Canterbury bound. Each one brings a tale to entertain you. Some have a worthy point they wish to make. Others are crude enough to cause offence. All human life is here, so don't blame us.
This is human life as Chaucer saw it.
There'll be the knight's tale. He's a man of his word. He values honesty and grace. He acts with proper decency, and he always has.
15 men he's killed, but he never swears.
Oh, he's a mild-mannered and a modest man. A noble and a perfect knight, in fact.
Oh, and then there's the miller.
The tale comes later. First, this is the bloke. Big boned and solid, thick of neck and skull. He bashes down doors by barging them head first. Red as a sow he is, with a big broad face and nostrils like foxholes, round and black. He fiddles what he can by dealing corn. He's got a store of anecdotes and jokes. And they'll be corny too. And full of filth.
And there's the wife of Bath.
Well known for all her charitable work.
And also rather proud of being well known.
Smartly turned out, nice little shoes, red stockings, and a hat big as a wheel.
5 husbands she's had at the latest count.
And a good few more there were who never made it as far as the church. The dance of love and the remedies for love. There is no one who knows more about all that.
Who's next?
And next, here's the pardoner. Now,
Don't you think you ought to say...
yes, thank you. It's all in hand. I will explain.
Right, well, I only thought...
Yes,
you
I
know.
know. What is a pardoner? I'll tell them. Now, if you feel guilt for all the wrong you've done, forgiveness can be bought from men like him. That's his trade, churning cash from sinners' shame.
A bawdy man he is, with scraps of hair in tufts, and down his back long greasy strands. No beard, and not the slightest sign of one. Popping eyes he has, not unlike a hare's, and a bleating voice that sounds quite like a goat.
In church, you'll hear him sing a high-pitched hymn just before the collection plate comes round.
That's to soften people up, so he can sell relics to the gullible. The bones of pigs he claims have come from saints. Well, who's to say? Perhaps those pigs had once been sanctified.
Right. Next pilgrim off the rank, this one's a friar.
Oh, he's a jolly friar, playful, fond of songs, and with a twinkle in his eye. He begs for alms. He's licensed for it, and he's good.
Takes a good confession too. If they be pretty and rich, he says, so much the better. The well-off, well-confessed and generous.
Oh, he also mixes well, mostly in pubs and inns. He feels it's better to be seen, a man like him, in places of that sort than with the sick and homeless on the streets. Oh, and now, here's the Franklin.
Owns the big house. A gentleman farmer, sometime MP and collector of taxes. He keeps a good table laden with pies and with fish and with meat and fine wines. The Franklin says the chief aim in life is pleasure, so pleasure is what he pursues. So now, let the storytelling start.
The Knight's Tale!
To begin, we are in Athens, long ago. And here comes Theseus, great conquering king. Can you see him now, with his entourage, on the homeward road? And there beside him, the captive Scythian queen, Hippolyta, now his wife, and her fair sister Emily, pure as the lily, and more beautiful. What is this?
Theseus's way, one turns. Great Theseus, hear our cry.
Who are you, woman, to wail like this at a homecoming? What do you want?
My lord, the fortune that's brought you favour has ground us in the dust. We once were royal, now we beg for mercy.
And we'll listen. What's the cause?
My husband was a king. He died at Thebes when the city was besieged. These women all lost men at Thebes when the tyrant King Creon took it. We begged him for their bodies for proper rites and burial. And this, he denied us. He had them dragged outside and dumped for dogs to scavenge. Oh, this is why we kneel before you. Avenge us, Theseus.
Avenge! Avenge!
I swear to you I'll pay this tyrant back, and pay him back with death.
His heart is warmed by what she said. He raises an arm to wheel the army round.
Turn back! Turn back!
And head for Thebes, where Theseus triumphs. Of course he does. And the tyrant Creon's killed in battle.
Then, the aftermath and the scavengers.
What's this?
2 knights, side by side, in a heap of the dead. 2 kinsmen, 2 cousins, friends unto death.
There's 2 here still alive with barely a breath between the pair of them.
Their names? This, Panemon, and this one, Archite.
Their quality, I should tread careful. I'll take them to Theseus, let him decide.
They're noble knights of royal Theban blood. Take them to Athens as prisoners of war.
Or to hold them for ransom.
No, no ransom. See them shut in the tower to languish forever. No wealth will release them.
Now, a tower in Athens. Bars and strong walls.
Come on, get in.
Panemon, Archite. Oh, what lucky blokes you are. Tower for a home. Good locks. Nice solid door. Lovely views over Theseus's garden far below. All yours.
Oh, Archite, fate has thrown us together again, in battle, in capture, as it always will. My kinsman.
My sworn friend.
In war and in peace.
Nothing, not capture nor pain of death,
shall ever divide us.
my solemn promise.
And mine.
Bound to each other forever.
New day. Panemon looks out at the garden.
Fresh morning, first light. Someone is walking.
Look out. It's Hippolyta's sister, the beautiful Emily, welcoming May as she walks in the garden.
Oh, he's seen her.
Panemon, what is it? What's the matter? Oh, I know, cousin, I know. But let's bear it together. We can withstand it, anguish and prison, if we lean on each other.
No, Archite.
What?
It's not being in prison that has pierced me.
Then what?
Listen and tell me, what do you hear?
La 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 la.
That's what I cried for. I cried for that girl. Oh, is she a girl or is she a goddess?
Where? What goddess? Oh,
What?
that I should once serve her.
What?
That she should once smile on me.
No, Archite, don't do this. It isn't funny.
I'm not joking.
You cannot do this.
I can't help it.
Listen, it's not funny. My sworn friend, You swore a solemn oath.
As did you, let's not forget.
You said you'd never stand in my way.
Yes, but well, now I love Emily.
But I loved her first.
No,
What?
you saw her first. And then you said, well, that girl, that goddess.
So?
Well, one or the other. You couldn't tell. I saw her, a girl, and I loved her first sight. And there's nothing you can do about that.
No, and nor can you.
Oh, no, neither of us can.
Because we're stuck in here.
Yes!
Exactly.
Oh, the days go by and still the nights are set bitterly, the one against the other.
Come on your feet! Get up, get up!
What is it now?
King's had a visitor, an old friend from Thebes,
From Thebes?
and he's asked Theseus to release you. And Theseus, oh, great man, says yes.
Released.
We're free.
Oh no, not we. Just one of yous. That's all Protheus asked for.
Wait, Protheus? I don't know him.
Well, it won't be you then, Palamon, then will it?
Then me.
Oh, well worked out. Our cat goes, the other stays. No ransom. Just one condition. Set foot in Athens ever again, and you'll pay. And the price you'll pay will be your rent. Oh,
Freedom? Worse, far worse than prison.
You're free, while I stay here, walled in and powerless.
To be sent from Athens and from her is to be thrown into hell.
Oh, Archite, my brother and bitter foe, the day is yours.
Palamon, my rival and my friend, you win.
You, with the liberty to raise an army.
Better here in chains than any place she is not.
While I sink down in an agony of love.
Oh, I have been cursed by fate.
Without my Emily, I'm as good as dead.
Now, if you've ever been in love, which of these two would you rather be? Palamon or Archite?
The one who sees is Emily every day, but from a prison cell.
Oh, the one who can go just wherever he likes, but knows he'll never see the girl again.
New scene, the streets of Thebes. He hardly sleeps, Archite. He barely eats, and so becomes stick-thin with sunken eyes.
Archite! It's you! Good to see you back again. How are you?
Oh, cursed by fate.
And so it goes for 2 long years. Until...
Archite! Is it?
What do you mean, is it? You know me. You've been trying to cheer me up these past 2 years.
But
What?
here, Archite. A mirror. Take a look at yourself.
What is it? Who do I see?
You see a changed man.
Changed? No, unrecognizable! Then that means I can
What?
go back to Athens. Well, why not?
They said they'd decapitate you.
Oh, better death near Emily than dwindle away in Thebes like this.
So, dressed as a workman, he returns to Athens, where, at the palace gates,
What are you after?
Just a fetching carry. I only seek to serve.
and they let him in.
Here I am in the very place Emily lives, and no one knows me. I keep my head down, I do the best I can. And eventually...
La, 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 la. Oh, you're new, aren't you?
Yes, my lady.
What's your name?
Philostratus. service.
That means cast down by love, doesn't it?
It does. And he is. And so he remains working away at his menial chores.
But I do them with patience and skill, and people trust me, so I advance.
And then one day, Theseus himself takes note of him and makes him his page. How long does this take? All this patient progress.
A full 7 years.
And all this time,
Fate has cursed me!
oh, give it a rest, Paladin!
The agonies of his friend and rival are unabated. Then, in the 7th year, on the 3rd of May, just after midnight,
Your good health, jailer. Jailer.
What's all this?
This? Just a decent claret, sent by a friend.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, we know our wine in Thebes.
And so do we?
Well, yes, but...
But what?
Well, you won't know a wine quite like this.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, I know.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Judge. And jailer too! Here,
What?
let me see that.
Well, okay. You'll see the finest wine of Thebes, made with the finest grapes, and blended with the finest drugs.
the jailer sleeps. No shaking will wake him. Young Palamon takes his chance and runs.
Travel by night, under cover of dark, and stay in hiding in the light of day. This is the plan. My first resting place, this leafy copse, where I'll sit down and watch my first free dawn. Oh, Emily, my love. When I get back to Thebes, I'll beg my friends to help me bring back bloody war and death. I'll win you as my bride or die trying. Someone's coming. It's one of Theseus's bloody squires, and alone.
Here in early May, when I first saw her.
Archite,
Freshest May with all its promise.
it is you. I'd know that smug sod anywhere.
Promise of sweet May. But not for me. No. Cursed from birth. I must have been. Here, broken and humiliated, a slave to Theseus, the enemy of Thebes. No longer owner of my rightful name. Not Archite now.
Yes, you are. You know you are.
But Philostratus, timid, servile slave. And the first fatal blow that led to all of this, the fateful day I first saw Emily.
Sod.
And yet, I'd put up with all this misery if I could serve her in some simple way.
Archite!
What? Who?
Your name is Archite, liar, deceiver.
Palamon? What are you doing here?
Love Emily. You'll give that up or die.
Never.
Well then, you've chosen. Now prepare to die.
By God, I've half a mind to end it here and now.
Come on then, if you think you can.
I won't. Sick as you are, unarmed and mad.
If you want her, you'll have to fight.
No. Just look at the state of you, old friend. You can hardly stand. I'll tell you what. I'll bring you some food and a choice of weapons. You rest and eat, and I'll be back tomorrow.
Alone?
Alone.
Then we'll fight.
We will. And if you kill me then, She's yours. Agreed?
Agreed.
So here's how it happens. Palamon and Archite meet next day as agreed, same hour, same spot, and like kinsmen and true friends, they help each other to prepare to fight.
Lift up your arms so I can reach the straps.
Like this.
That's it.
And now you. There. That's not too tight.
No. That'll do. Now, cousin, shall we fight bare-armed?
We'll be the nimbler if we do.
Yes. Good.
Thanks, Archite, and, well, how do I look?
Better. Love has used you kindly. There's nothing more to say. We'll fight?
Just this. Fight bravely, and if you should kill me, I forgive you.
And I you. Here, my hand.
And mine.
Then they fight. They clash. Their bright blades swing. Archite is heartless, as a tiger is. Palamon fights like a maddened lion.
So fierce and so enraged they do not hear.
Stop! Stop, I said! Put up your swords!
King Theseus and a party come to hunt. And who with them? Who else but Emily the Fair?
The next to strike will lose his head.
Oh, my lord!
Philostratus, is that you?
Aye, my lord.
You know him by another name, my lord. Archite.
What?
Yes, and I'm Palamon, your sworn enemy. We fight here for this lady's love. So we're guilty both, and both deserve to die.
First me, my lord, then him.
No, first me, then him.
Both! You said yourself you both deserve to die, and so you shall. By Mars, you shall.
No, my lord. Not death. Should these men die for love of me? Die? For love? Where's the nobility in that? A greater heart would show more mercy.
Very well. Go, as free men back to Thebes.
No,
anything.
not
Go!
without Emily.
And then to put an end to all of this, I say you must come back 1 year from now, each with 100 knights.
You'll ask them back.
We'll have a tournament between you two. Let fate decide. Last man standing wins her hand. What do you say?
Aye,
Aye, my lord.
we will.
I'm coming back. That isn't what I meant.
Move on. Now a year's gone by, and tents are set up for the tournament. Crowds have come to see the noble knights ride back to Athens. Princes Palamon and Archite, each at the head of 100 men.
Each leading mighty kings and warriors from around the world. Rich, brave-hearted men, and richly armed.
It's early now. The hours of dark before the fight, and those with most to win or lose have come to the temple, where they kneel in prayer. First, Palamon before the statue of Venus.
O Lady Venus, Goddess, hear me. Witness now these tears, this agony of hell I'm in. Have pity. It's not for victory that I pray, but for love, the love of Emily. Hear me. I swear I'll serve you till my dying breath. The statue moves. A sign that she'll be mine.
Next comes Emily, with her hair all loose, with incense and with cups of mead to kneel before Diana's statue.
Chaste goddess,
The virgin Huntress, it's to her she prays.
I was not meant for any man, as wife or mistress. So let these noble princes make their peace and turn their thoughts away from me. I ask only to live alone, to serve you. The fire flares. There are drops of blood in the flame.
The gods decree, to one of these young men you must be wed.
No other answer.
No choice. You must accept.
Lastly, Archite, with offerings to Mars.
Pity me, O mighty Mars. Have pity and listen to my supplication. I have not strength enough without your help. May what I do be always to your glory. But now, great Mars, my prayers for victory.
Do you hear that? A rattling of rings on the temple door, and then one word from the great god Mars.
Victory!
Victory! So both the noble knights will win. But how?
Now daylight shows the crowds gather, and Theseus, with fair Emily by his side, calls out to them all.
Athenians, listen. 2 armies, 2 noble knights to lead them. When the first is overpowered and taken, that's the end. The contest is over. The victor claims his bride. So now prepare. Let the fight begin, and may gods go with you.
Westward through the gate of Mars, Archite rides, streaming before him the god's red banner. And to the east through Venus's gate, brave Palamon, beneath a flag of purest white. Then spears, uplifted spears, the silver flash of swords, the crash of shields.
The sides engage and clash, the gush of blood and crack of bone all day.
Clash! Blood! Bones!
Until
Palamon! Stand and fight!
I will, and never yield.
The noble friends at last come face to face, and as they fight, one of Archite's soldiers steals from the side to slice through iron, piercing Palamon's flesh, and 20 men drag him fighting to the ground.
He's taken!
Overpowered and lost.
The contest's mine!
And victory goes to Mars, and Archite wins his Emily. He removes his helmet and parades along the fighting ground.
Victory!
He eyes me as he rides. I smile at him.
she also has been won. That's how it goes. So must Venus yield to Mars? That's how it ends? No, not quite, yet. The goddess makes the ground erupt beneath the horse's feet.
He breaks his leg, grabs his breast against the saddle. Oh, it's a mortal wound.
Emily, my wife. My brother Palamon.
Don't speak.
My loves, I'm dying. Emily, I leave you all I have, my ghost, to serve you always. Remember, my true brother and my friend. Remember, Palamon.
Husband.
Oh, cousin, stay.
No! Let him go. He's free from his foul prison life. You too are left to mourn him. You must look into the deepest pit of grief to know grief's cure. From your two sorrows, you must find one lasting joy.
So, both cousins' prayers have hard-won answers. Victory for one, and for the other, love. Emily must now take Palamon, the true and noble knight, who never ceased from loving her, and may they both be blessed.
So may they be, and so may all of us be blessed as one year turns into the next. Now, another tale's waiting to be told. The Miller's Tale!
You remember that, Miller? A source of corny anecdotes and filthy jokes, so a warning to yous. What follows may cause shock, and if it does, well, don't blame me.
And nor me neither. I'm not much used to telling tales, so if I say things wrong or arse about, it's not me talking. It's the pint or two of ale I've had to calm the nerves.
Cheers.
Right, there was once a carpenter by name of John. Lived not too far from here. Decent enough, not very bright.
Quite well off, though. I do all right.
Oh, he does. So much so, he's got himself a lovely wife.
Called Alison,
Oh, a proper beauty, and fit as a ferret.
or, as someone with a bit more class might say, fair as the first blossom on the pear.
They might, I suppose. Either way, a beauty, but with a saucy look. They have a lodger too, a student, Nicholas.
Sober, studious, a bookish youth.
But on the quiet, a ladies' man. Oh, couldn't tell to look at him, though. Butter wouldn't melt. Oh!
It's a bit of a worry.
What is?
Alison, my wife, she's so attractive, see?
Is she? I hadn't really noticed.
I don't know how to keep her safe.
Say,
From men. What do you think, Nicholas? What should I do?
don't you worry, John. I'll keep my eye on her.
There's one more player in this tale, a stalwart of the local church, one Absalom.
Fancies himself a singer. Plays on a small guitar. And fancies himself a mover on the dance floor, too.
That's right, smartly dressed, rather particular,
Always particular, all right. Can't be doing with vulgarity.
especially farting. I can't abide a fart, however fragrant.
Well known in all the local pubs.
And by most of the local barmaids too.
Well, the way it is, turns up at their windows in the night.
Oh, shove off, Absalom! Get out of my pub!
Now, there's one particular girl he's seen in church, and, well, you can guess which one.
Alison, Alison.
Oh, who's making all that racket? Clear off. Go on, clear off.
But he has no luck. Plies her with gifts, cake and wine, but nothing doing. She's not interested.
But I won't give up.
Well, I should if I was you. Others will call on Alison given half the chance.
Alison!
Nicholas.
Oh, Alison!
Oh, you can cut that out for a start.
Well, Alison, you know I can't resist.
No.
Oh, why not? A pity. I'm wasting away with love here.
Why should I care?
I think you do.
No.
I think you do. And I think you would. Given half a chance.
And he's right. So crafty Nicholas makes a plan, takes food enough for a couple of days up to his room, and tells Alison what he's up to.
So, if John asks,
I haven't seen ya.
you haven't seen me. But if this works, you'll see me soon enough.
And all on our own.
All on our own. And all night long.
So, Nicholas shuts himself in his room, and there he stays doing
Nothing.
not a thing,
Saying not a word.
and making not a sound.
Have you seen Nicholas?
Nicholas, no, why?
I've not heard a peep all morning. He's in his room, at least I think he is. Nicholas? Nicholas? See? You don't think
What?
he could be dead?
What? Just because he's quiet?
Could be.
Look through the keyhole. See something.
Good idea. Oh, me! He's there all right, sitting up in his bed, all top right, staring pop-eyed straight ahead.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
His off is not. It's all that reading. He's read himself right round the bed. Fetch me to him.
What's he going to do?
The end of the world.
Oh,
It's nigh.
is it?
Can I trust you, John?
Yes.
You must tell no one.
Tell no one what?
Swear you'll never say a word.
About what?
Swear.
I swear.
Good man. You're right. I have been reading.
Oh,
I've been studying the moon and stars.
oh.
They can tell us things, John. Next Monday night, about 9 o'clock, it's going to rain.
No.
Yes,
Is that so bad?
this will be a deluge, worse than Noah ever saw.
No.
We'll all be drowned.
Oh, grief. What can we do? Nothing. We can't do a thing.
No,
No, we do.
no, we can do something, just like Noah.
What? What can we do?
I can save myself, you, and your good wife, what's her name?
Alison.
Alison, yes. But first, you must tell no one a word of our plan.
I won't. Can't. I don't know what it is.
We'll need 3 tubs or barrels.
3.
3. One for you, one for me, and one for,
Alison.
yeah. And then get food enough for a day. A day should do it, the waters should have subsided by then. And we'll need to put the barrels somewhere high.
Upstairs.
Good thinking.
In the rafters.
Brilliant! We'll suspend the barrels from the rafters. Then on Monday night, we'll stow ourselves away up there, each in his own barrel.
Right.
And don't forget to take an axe.
Right. What for?
So when the waters rise, you can cut the ropes.
Of course.
And we'll sail safely away on the flood.
Boats away.
Boats away. Now off you go.
Yes, right.
And John,
Yes.
tell no one. You know what happened to Noah?
Do I?
Told the neighbours and regretted it. Bitterly.
So, off John goes and sets about his work secretly. And in time, 3 barrels hang from the rafters and 3 neat ladders lead up to them. Now, while he's busy doing this, Absalom notices that he's not about.
Where's John?
Haven't seen him, mate. Not since Saturday. He's probably away buying timber.
Away. The old boy's away. Here's my chance with Alison.
Your chance with Alison,
That
you
was
mean...
in my head, you couldn't hear it.
Sorry?
I'll sing at her window. If I sing at her window, she won't be able to resist. She's mine. Well, as good as mine. I'll get a kiss at least.
Then comes Monday night, and all 3 go up the ladders, John, Alison, Nicholas, a barrel each.
Now what? I only just said.
You must keep perfectly quiet. Absolute silence.
Absolute silence.
Absolute silence. Nicholas, you heard that?
Oh, sweet sound.
Then back down the ladders. Just the 2 this time. And they tumble into the carpenter's bed.
Oh, Alison.
Oh, Nicholas!
At last.
Hold it!
Oh, Alison. Oh.
Nicholas, whoa! Easy!
And so on, all night, until...
Alison!
What's that?
Oh no, it's Absalom!
Right, I'll get shot of him.
No, stay there!
Alison!
Absalom, is that you?
My love, it's
Oh, I'm not your love.
But love is what I bring you, sweetest. I bring you
Oh,
love.
no thanks, I've already got some. Keep it down!
I can't keep it still.
Excellent!
Oh, but my love for you is true.
Oh,
Oh, true, but so abused, so unrewarded.
Get rid of
I'm
him.
trying!
If I had but one kiss to dull the pain.
One kiss,
Yes.
and then clear off.
Promise, a proper kiss, mine.
All right then!
What?
Just wait till I get ready.
So Absalom smacks his lips and waits, and pops a cardamom seed in to sweeten his breath.
What are you doing?
You'll see. Ready?
And willing.
Pucker up then.
Mm.
And that's your lot. Kiss my ass.
What? Oh God! What have I done? Oh, bloody disgusting!
Over and over, boiling with humiliation and rage.
Where were we?
Bloody mean, bloody nasty trick!
Absalom stalks homeward, cured of his love for Alison, his heart full of thoughts of revenge instead.
Hello. Blacksmith's up and about early.
It's still dark, and Absalom pauses at the smithy to see the glow of the furnace and hear the hammering of the red-hot iron.
I say.
And the sight
Irons in the fire.
puts an idea in his head.
What's that?
What's what?
That tapping.
Alison.
Oh,
sweetheart.
back! Oh, one kiss, you said. What do you want now?
I've brought you a gift. A gold ring, beautifully engraved.
Gold?
Yes, it was my mother's. But now it should be yours for just one last kiss.
I don't know.
Tell him yes. This time I'll be ready for him.
You mean?
Oh yes. A fine fresh ass for him to smoke. Primed and ready.
Ready, sweetheart.
I'm just coming.
But where are you, my love? I can hardly see.
Oh, here, I'm over here. Sit closer.
Speak to me, my love. I can't hide a fart.
A withering blast blows through his hair and almost makes him lose his aim.
Take that.
But he plunges at the ass with a red-hot iron.
Water, for God's sake!
Hopping off into the street, shouting for water with Alison running after him. Up high in the rafters, John wakes up and hears his cries.
Water! Water!
Water! Oh, it's come! It's Noah's blood! Boats away!
And he takes his axe to the ropes and chops.
Boats away!
And that's how a carpenter launched a boat from his rafter.
How a wife got tumbled.
How one ass got kissed.
And another branded.
Another story now. The wife of Bath's tale. And she's a woman to be reckoned with.
I'm telling her tales. You remember her? Nice little shoes and those stockings. Flashy red. And those fine husbands. And why not? Good luck, I say. Shoes like that, I'd drink to a six.
So, what's her story?
All right. Not so fast. I'll not be rushed or pushed, and certainly not by a man. You know me better than that. I call the tune.
Tell us about her then. What's she really like?
She doesn't love tamely. That's not her way.
5 good husbands testify to that.
Well, not quite. Record is 3 good, 2 bad.
3 good.
Yes, they were good, they were rich, and they were old. That is good.
And always did as they were told.
They did. She knows exactly how to get her way. Through skill, through nagging, and sometimes force.
The 4th?
No, waste of space.
The 5th.
She picked him up at the funeral of the 4th. Oxford man. Never Franken. Misogynist.
Really?
He had this book which he used to read in bed on wicked women. The usual crew, Clytemnestra, a host of ancient wives who did their husbands in, and then the book insists females bring woe to man.
Oh dear, she won't like that.
She didn't.
What did she do?
She punched him in the face. She tore out pages from his book. He gave her such clout that it knocked her out. So she played dead, which really put the wind up him.
Oh, yes. The wife of Barstale!
We start in the time of good King Arthur. A young man is brought before the king, his peers, the queen, and all the ladies of the court.
The knight who has so shamed us. Bring him in. Now kneel.
You see him there, head bowed, unworthy.
You have confessed your sin. You took a girl, alone and defenseless. So now you have the stain of rape against your name.
Oh.
What you have both dishonors you and brings shame onto us.
My lord.
You are condemned to death. There is no more to say. Take him away. Prepare the block.
Wait. Let him be,
Wait for what?
that you might hear me beg for him.
What? For a coward and a villain?
I ask for mercy.
He deserves mercy, does he?
Do any of us?
You take him. You decide what his fate shall be.
My lady, thank you.
Do not thank me
Oh,
yet.
may God forever bless you.
I said not yet. You still must answer for your crime. You still may answer with your head.
But maybe not.
Maybe not. If you can answer me this. What is it that women most desire?
What women most... What?
Most desire? Tell me that and save your life.
What women most desire? A question he's never asked before.
Not easy, is it? Take time to ponder.
Well, how long?
The usual. A year and a day.
Oh.
Then, come back and tell me what you've learned. But get it right, youth. Or nothing changes here. You'll be back kneeling between the axeman and the block.
So off he goes, in search of the answer, riding from place to place and day after day.
What is it that women most desire?
And there are answers. There are plenty.
What women most desire? Well, that's simple. Wealth, so what you want, you buy.
No, not wealth. Good name, surely. That is beyond price.
Oh no, pleasure. In the end, pleasure's the only thing that counts.
Wealth, all you want to buy.
Good name can't
Only
be
thing that counts.
Stop! One word. That's all I ask. One word between you that you can all agree.
But no one can agree.
Oh, wow.
Pleasure.
It's always been
it's
fashion.
good name,
No,
it's
well,
a
no,
good
it's
name.
A year slips by. And he begins to fear.
Ride back, youth, defeated and sore-hearted, not knowing what to say.
Plodding homewards, he sees a patch of grass beside a wood.
Girls dancing. Strange and beautiful. There must be wisdom here, surely.
One last chance.
No, wait! Don't go!
They've gone. A trace of wind, the only sound.
Not a soul to be seen.
Oh, but there is. Look.
Yes, all one stayed up the...
No dancer this. An old hooped figure, a crone, sitting on the grass.
Stars, she's ugly.
Stay where you are. What do you want? This is a path to nowhere. What do you look for here? Ask me, knight. You could do worse. I'm old, I know things.
Old woman, I'm walking to my death. If I can't answer what women most desire, the axeman takes my head.
What women most desire?
Can you tell me?
That?
I'll give you anything you ask.
Breathe easy, knight, you'll live.
I'll...
Live?
What?
I know the answer, yes. No one at court will deny that I know. Before I tell you, though, a promise.
Anything.
That at the moment that your life is saved, you will give me what I ask.
I will, the very moment.
Anything within your power.
Anything.
And the secret shall be yours. Come closer.
Her fingers grasp his arm. He sees...
Her withered lips, her bleary eyes.
Then on homeward, where all the ladies of the court gather to hear his answer, and the axeman waits in the shadows.
Silence! You've changed.
Yes, my lady.
Well, you know the question, and you know what follows from your answer.
Life or death, my lady.
Then speak.
Authority. What women desire most is power. To command. To be obeyed by men.
Well, you've answered. You will live.
Life, thank you, my lady.
Gracious Queen, hear me.
What is it?
I told him that. His answer came from me. And he promised he would grant me anything I asked.
Is this true?
It is. I don't deny it.
Then speak, old woman. What is it that he can give you?
The name of wife.
What?
Make me your wife.
No, Lord's sake, woman, ask me anything else. Look, take all I own, but not my body.
Why not?
Isn't it obvious?
I'm ugly, old and poor, is that it? Well, so I am. But I had your word. Now I want your love.
That would be hell for me, not love.
You must take her, knight.
No.
You have no choice.
No, my lady, no!
It's right. There can be no other. Life and a wife in a single blow. So now, a wedding feast. The palace corridors ring with laughter. And a joyful celebration.
No celebration? Then cut to the wedding night. The two of them, knight and crone, together at last, alone.
He rolls over, and there she is.
Oh, God!
In close up, grinning.
Restless, my love.
Oh.
What's the matter? Here I am, your loving wife, the saviour of your life. What more could you ask for?
Oh.
What?
You said it yourself. You're common, ugly, old, and poor.
I didn't say common.
No, but you surely are.
Well, if that means not of noble birth, then perhaps you're right. But is that true nobility? A noble nature comes from noble deeds and God's good grace, not family connections. Act like an oaf, and an oaf you are, I'd say. And poor, you said. Well, in the eyes of the world I am, but so was Christ, and he is our example. What makes you poor is wanting what you have not got. Be satisfied, and then you're rich. And old, you said. Well, that is true, but surely age commands respect. And that leaves ugly. Also true. But isn't that an aid to staying chaste? Common, ugly, old, and poor. 4 good reasons to take me as your one true love, don't you think?
Well,
Let me put it this way. If you could choose, what would it be? To have me as you see me, an ancient crone, ever loving, always faithful, or young and beautiful, the flighty object of all men's lust. What do you say?
Yes. What do you say, knight? Think on, and answer this one for yourself.
You choose.
What's that?
My wife, my love. Let it be down to you. What's good for you will be good for me too.
You submit to me.
I do.
I hold sway here.
I yield to you.
Then for that, you shall have both. Now kiss me, and you'll see I'm good and ever will be true, and...
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful too.
And that is where we will leave them. Happy ending for both of them, and God bless them. And may He grant us all men who are good in bed and do as they are told. And a plague on those who don't.
3 stories then to send us on our way. Forgive their faults, the edges might be rough, but stories have to follow their own course.
The teller and the teller have to match. Rough and ready tells a rough and ready tale. But if that suits you, then come back for more. Have a drink, or 2, and hear another 3.
We're dutiful and pious, as you know. So while you sup, we'll be on our way.
Burdened by our sins through rain and shine, along the worst of roads to Becket's shrine.
over much, because this town warns against all that.
Beware of drink, the pardoner would say.
So let's begin with the pardoner's tale, and hope he gives us something with a laugh.
No, a laugh? We don't want that. What we want is balance.
Well, you mean something serious?
Yes, something serious, as agreed, to represent the breadth of Chaucer's work.
But he can do serious, the pardoner, but I'd have to have a think. And maybe a drop to oil the wheel.
Oh, maybe for a drink, a sharp tale with a moral, that will do.
And the man's a hypocrite. Morals should come easy.
Radix malorum est cupiditas. Ooh. That's the one he mostly preaches, I think. It means the root of all evil is greed. So greed is his text, and greed defines his life. It's in his story too, as you'll see. The
Pardoner's Tale.
This all happened years ago in Flanders, where 3 young or youngish men meet early at the pub. Hard living, heavy drinking, and foul-mouthed.
Any decent soul would blench to hear him. But here they are, drinking at first light. They're proud of the amount they knock back, but really, none of them can handle drink.
Take it from me, they don't know when to stop. Look back through time and you will surely see the ruination that drink brings, man. I could share with you some examples of passages from the Old Testament that...
No.
What?
No examples, just get on with it.
Right. Back to these 3 Flemish drinkers then. Picture them sitting early at the pub.
Oi, oi, oi! You hear that?
Church bell, calling the faithful in.
To remembrance of their sins.
An early bloody start. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Are you going?
To church. I might. A bit later.
You know what's worse?
Worse than what?
The worst sin, worse than all the others.
Drink.
Why not? Cheers! Drink's only bad if you can't handle it. I can.
So what is worst?
Gambling is worse to the 10.
Only 10? That's not too bad.
I thought it was 7.
Hold on. 10 commandments, 7 sins.
That can't be right.
And gambling's one.
It is, and I'll tell you why. It's your gateway sin, gambling. Leads on to all the others. Your gluttony, your lechery.
Swearing, that's another.
You mean you can't even bloody swear anymore?
Swearing an oath. A man's word is good enough, or should be.
You hear that? That ain't a call to the faithful. That's something else, that is.
I know.
A corpse on a cart on his way to his grave.
Poor bugger. I wonder who he is.
Was.
You know him.
I do.
We all know him. That bloke used to sit by his front door with a drink.
No, he's gone.
Blink of an eye. 1 minute he's sitting there, had a few, mind, and then suddenly, gone.
Gone.
Killed.
Killed, you mean?
A bloody burglar comes along and bosh, does for him. So I heard, with a spear.
Bastard.
And no one knows who this was.
Bloke was deaf, apparently.
Death.
So I heard.
Bastard.
He's had thousands round here, same MO. 1 minute they're sitting there, next minute, bosh.
The bastard.
Yeah, men, women, kids, puppies.
Dangerous.
Yeah, but there's one of him and there's 3 of us. We're a unit, right? We're like brothers, yeah?
Yeah.
So what do we say?
Oi, 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 oi.
Right, so let's get this bastard deaf, lads. Before the day's done, the killer killed. Yes?
Yes.
So they bind themselves by oath, each to each, a band of brothers with a worthy cause to seek out death. Inspired by a drink, they set off.
They don't get far before they come across a stile.
Halt!
Standing beside it, a poor old woman.
God's grace to you, young sirs.
Her head is bowed. She leans upon her staff.
What have we here?
I say, God's grace.
Damn you, old woman. What are you doing here?
Waiting.
Must have been waiting a long bloody time. She's bloody ancient.
I'd waited years and more. I'd swap my age for someone else's youth. But no takers for a deal like that. I've travelled miles to find one, all the way to India and back. But no one wants to know. So yes, here I am, still waiting.
Till you die.
But that's it. I can't die. I've seen death face to face, and death won't take me. So I'm doomed to tread a restless path on a hopeless search for an ending. My morning prayer, my evening prayer, always the same. Mother Earth, let me in and give me rest. I'm wasting, but there is no end. But she never hears. I tell her, I say, I'll give her all the treasure that I have to buy a shroud. But still, she will not listen. So there's no choice. I have to travel on. I must travel on.
No, you don't, you bag of bones.
Oh,
Wait there.
did no one teach you to show respect to white-haired age?
Stay there, scumbag. done with you yet.
Then what? Tell me what you want.
You spoke to them, face to face.
Well,
That's who we're after.
I bet she knows him. You know him, old woman.
Probably works with him. They're mates.
very well.
Where is he?
If you really want to know, I can tell you.
You can, you will.
Listen, beyond this stile, you see that winding path? You follow it. Now you won't go far before you'll come to an oak tree.
Then what?
That's where I left him.
Long ago.
Oh, don't worry. He's heard you're after him. He'll wait.
Well, he won't wait long, will he? Let's go, lads. Let's get him.
Yeah.
So off they set, tumbling over the stile and swaggering up the crooked foot. The old woman's right. There ahead's the oak tree. But wait.
Death's not there. But something else is.
Lads! Oh, my lads! Oh, whoa!
Underneath the tree.
I do
Piled
believe
up
we're made.
like sacks of grain.
Yes, we're made. Do you see what I see?
Gold. Gold! Bright golden coins in heaps. Their fortunes made.
Gold, gold, gold! Oi, oi, oi!
All thoughts of death fly from their fuddled heads. Instead, a single thought, a single word.
Sorry.
Listen, if we're going to keep this, no one must know if we're going to keep this stash.
Which we are. It's ours by right.
Yeah. What you find, you keep. That's the law.
Right, you're right, but we're going to have to hide it somewhere safe. You can't trust any bugger these days.
Hide it where?
My place.
Or mine?
Well, it doesn't matter as long as it's out of sight.
Well, I think we should move it now.
No, no.
Oi!
Oi.
Why not?
What? You carry a sack of gold through the middle of town with you in broad daylight?
No, he's got a point.
No, we move it at night. Right, two of us stay and guard the treasure. The other one goes and gets some grub.
Right, but who does what?
We draw straws. The one what gets the long straw goes into town, and the other two stay and watch.
Seems fair.
Well, you're the youngest, you go first.
Me.
Yeah. We don't mind, do we?
Right. This one.
Oh, would you look at that?
First pick, longest straw.
You lucky sod.
It's me.
Of course. Could you get a longer straw than that?
Go on then, get a shift on.
Right, I'm going.
A loaf of bread, nice strong wine.
A bit of cheese wouldn't go amiss. And remember,
What?
keep your trap shut.
I will.
He's a good lad, that one.
Yeah, he sticks two short roof beams, though.
We've done well for ourselves. Couldn't have done better.
True, except we could have.
Could we?
Think about it. 3 shares good, 2 shares better.
What?
Why not?
But how?
Right, he comes back. You have a bit of a lark about with a play fight, right? And then a bit of a wrestle, and then
What?
bosh, stabbed in the back.
Me?
No, me, while you're mucking about, then you.
And the money's ours.
Yeah, think about it. Think, drinking, dicing all day long, whatever takes your fancy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Strong wine, loaf of bread, bit of cheese.
The youngest royster hurried into town, the words reverberating round his skull.
Gold. Gold. Glorious gold.
1/3 of all that treasure. What will that mean?
Gold and happiness.
And 3/3?
What?
What will that mean?
3 times as much. Complete gold and happiness. No one happier, ever.
So now, another thought reverberates.
Poison.
Yes. We do poison. What's it for?
Rats. Couple of rats. And a polecat keeps coming in and taking my chickens. Beggar it.
See.
So, have you got any poison? Rat poison?
Well, there's this. A speck of this they drop dead at your feet.
Oh, right, that'll be.
But
What?
handle with care.
Right.
Read the instructions.
I
Keep out of reach of small children.
The young roisterer fills 3 bottles, 1 with wine and 2 with wine and poison. Then back he goes. And you can guess the rest, I think.
All right. Go on then.
Both plans work a treat.
2, set upon the 3rd, and do him in.
Then take a drink. Thirsty work, it seems. Killing folk for cash. Good health.
Jeez.
And what the chemist said would happen, does.
Oi, oi!
They die. Right where they stood. So, they looked for death, those 3, and they found him, though he wasn't there.
Why do folk choose the crooked path to sin, and bring such suffering on themselves?
Now, if you've been troubled by the tale I've told and feel the need to speak of your concerns, here's some counselling I've set up. Trained and discreet, very reasonable rates. See me afterwards. I'll put you in touch.
Now for that friar, licensed to beg for alms, by means of which he makes a tidy sum.
This tale will be about the things he knows, how to screw money from both rich and poor.
All in the name of Holy Mother Church.
The Friar's Tale.
Now this one's about a certain summoner. Oh, the friar cannot stand the summoner. Oh, what's a summoner? Why don't we let the man himself explain just who he is?
Yes, what I do is summon folk to court to answer for their sins before the church. They also pay me fines that they might owe. I'm something of a bailiff, you could say.
And also, don't forget,
There's something more.
the rake-offs you demand with menaces.
Oh, this is what you say, is
Of
it?
course.
Well, that's a bit rich coming from a friar. Talk about kettles and pots.
Ah, yes, but we are not telling the summoner's tale about the friar. We are telling the friar's tale about the summoner.
Well, what about right of reply?
There isn't one. This is what we're doing.
Yes, but...
Carry on, friar.
A summoner with cunning, rat-like face and heart of ice sets out one day.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Sets out one day to squeeze the local poor. The poor and ignorant he targets most because they tend to take him at his word and tend to buckle more when under threat.
Today I'm off to turn the screws on some clapped-out old widow woman. I'll slap a summons on the bag and put her through the mangle. Unless, of course, she pays me not to.
He's not gone far when a stranger appears, suddenly there and riding just ahead.
Whoa! Whoa, boy!
Oh, sorry, friend.
He didn't see you there.
No, I spooked him.
I didn't see you either.
Well, then I suppose you're spooked too.
Oh no, nothing spooks me.
The stranger's sharply dressed, a long dark cloak, a quiver full of arrows, and a good long bow.
Ah, you're an archer.
Oh, one of many. And you?
Me? I'm out collecting money that's owed.
Oh, you're a bailiff.
Of sorts.
Me too. That's my trade, but, well, I'm not familiar with this district.
Oh, well, then ride along with me. You might learn something. Where are you from?
Up north.
Godless lot up there.
Well, I certainly am.
As they talk and talk, they share their secrets. But it's the summoner who shares the most.
Oh, yes, I know a tart or two I can set up with a priest.
Go on.
Well, then it's a kiss and tell, see? The girl tells me what they've been up to, and I tell the priest how much it'll cost to avoid charges.
And he kisses goodbye to his cash.
Dead right. I've got to bring in a little extra. The flat rate for a summoner these days is criminal.
Well, seems I've found a friend.
You have?
Well, if you ever find yourself up north, you must take full advantage of my hospitality.
I will, friend. Yours forever.
Mine forever.
Who did you say you were?
Oh, we'll stop here and have a bit to eat. Drink?
Oh, cheers.
Do you ever feel remorse for what you do?
Remorse?
For the folk who suffer at your hands, no twinge of pity?
Pity? Can't afford it. No, you have to be hard. No remorse, no pity, and no shame.
Something else we have in common then.
You were going to tell me who you are.
Me? I'm a fiend.
Well, yes, aren't we all?
No, I really am a fiend from hell.
No.
I ride out to see what I can get, whatever folk might give me.
Oh, well, I took you for a yeoman.
I'm a fiend. I change my shape. Depending who I'm talking to, I become what's best to hook them. So, I'm regal, exclusively educated, impeccable manners and bearing, at home and at ease with the superior class. How do you do? Oh, if it better suits. Voluptuous and yielding, wickedly shy, and scented with a secret promise.
Good grief.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're very sweet. But for you, of course, I'm just a straight up and down archer.
A man you can trust.
Well, exactly.
Wonderful. Well, we can learn from each other, you and I.
I'm sure we shall.
And whatever we get today, we share.
Indeed, my friend, we will.
So on they ride, until they find a cart stuck fast in mud, and right across their way.
Get up! Get up, you lazy buggers! Will you bloody well put some effort into it? Heave!
This
Hey!
is promising. There might be something in this for us.
Well, you think so?
Oh, it's a dip in the road and a few bloody pebbles, you clapped out bone bags! Heave! Heave! Oh, you can go to hell, the lot of you. Nags, cart, load, you can all go to the devil.
See, he's handed the lot over to you. All you have to do is step up and claim it.
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's not what he says. It's what he means that counts.
He couldn't mean it more. He sent the lot to hell.
Has he? Look.
Oh, that's it. That's it all, lads. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, good boys. I thank the Lord for all faithful, noble beasts. Bless you. Bless you all.
See, nothing in it for me. Empty curses never cut it. Let's carry on.
They make their way to the old woman's house, and the summoner hammers at her door.
Come on, you decrepit old cow, open this door. I'll show you how things are done around here. Fast and efficient, value for money. Get a move on, woman. Got a priest in there or something, showing him a bad time, you superannuated witch.
What is it? What's the matter?
Summons.
What?
I'm a summoner. I've got a summons. You've got to appear before the archdeacon.
Oh my lord, no!
I know, I feel sorry for him.
I haven't done anything.
That's not what I've heard.
I swear I haven't. Oh, please, mister. Just a poor widow. I haven't got anything to give.
As I said, that's not what I've heard. You had plenty to give when your old man was around.
No, not true.
Just form a queue.
No. Have mercy.
Damned if I will. Pay what you owe and we needn't bother the archdeacon.
I can't.
Well, then I shall have to take what I can find.
Please.
This frying pan for a start.
No. You can go to hell.
Oh, yes.
May the foulest fiend in all hell carry you off, pan and all.
A moment, please.
Who are you?
Oh, this is a mate of mine. He won't help.
Do you mean what you say, woman?
Unless he repents. Yes, I do.
Repent to a pig ugly bag like her. I'll take every scratch she's got first.
But she means it, friend.
What?
Remember what I told you. It's not what's said, it's what's meant that counts. And she, I think, means it, yes?
Every bloody word.
Then I've made my catch, and you must come with me.
Yes, no, wait.
What?
But we agreed. We swore together. Yours forever.
Oh, we did that. Mine forever. Oh, so you shall be!
So, by the fiend, he's whistled off to hell. A fate that's waiting for all types like that.
And what type's that?
Summoner, I'd say.
I thought as much. How can you pick him out when friars are even worse? You call that fair?
But we've had more honest friars than summoners.
Oh, no. That's just hype. It's nothing like the truth. Did you not hear the story of the friar whisked off to hell, who saw no sign of brother friars? All sorts of others there were milling round, all subject to hell's torment. But no friars. When this he mentioned to his hellish guide, he got taken further down to Satan's lair, where he saw lolling there the beast himself.
That's enough.
This awful monster hoisted up his tail and 20,000 friars flew from his arse like bees. But that's their proper place in hell.
Enough, I said enough.
The devil's backside, friars galore.
Both of you. What is the matter with you? You've let yourselves down.
You've let the pilgrims down.
And worst of all,
you've let Geoffrey Chaucer down.
Now, go and sit down and take a few deep breaths.
Next to tell his story is the Franklin.
Who is, as I am, a plain-speaking man. No flourishes, no fancy words from him.
The Franklin's Tale. A proper English English country gentleman, he'll tell you pleasure is the aim of life. Although his tale tells more of the grief of love, not just its joy.
His story also shows how magic sometimes comes to play a part. So, travel with me now to Brittany, where a knight called Avaragus is in love with a beautiful lady of noble birth, and she, her name is Dorigen, loves him.
Ours will be a love of mutual service, equal in all things.
And I will be faithful till the end of days. My life's become yours.
They are happy, because that's how love works. Friend yields to friend, lover to lover, in equality, alike in service, alike in love, as it should always be.
One other in the story you must meet. Aurelius, a squire, not quite a knight, but handsome, clever, well-to-do, and he...
I've long been aware of Dorigen.
He too is in love with her, has written songs, which we won't hear, which no one will hear because...
Well, I'm afraid.
He's never said a word to her in years.
Then Avaragus is called away to England across the sea to serve as knight and seek renown, and Dorigen,
My love,
is left alone.
Not for long, my love. I'll be back in 2 years' time.
Without him, all her days are meaningless. She's lost the taste for life. All her friends worry that in grief she will waste away.
something terrible will happen.
Oh, you don't know that.
Feel it.
Dorigen, you hardly eat. You don't go out.
You helped. Why?
At last her friend persuades her to go out and take a walk along the cliff-top paths.
These rocks. The black rocks of Brittany.
So wild and beautiful.
So ugly. They take men's lives. How can God create such ugliness and danger?
We'll find somewhere else to walk, perhaps.
A garden with laughing, talking, dancing.
Oh, a perfect garden.
A kind of paradise.
Except, of course,
He is not here.
no Avaragus. It seems a loveless place to me.
Oh, but everyone is dancing, won't you?
How can I dance? Let me walk. I am quite content just walking.
So she walks away from all the others.
Dorigen,
Oh, you're...
I'm one of the squires, Aurelius.
The handsome one, the much admired.
Aurelius, of course.
I didn't mean, I didn't realise you
I
were-
can't get away. I'm not much in the mood for dancing.
No, nor am I, though it's sort of expected.
I suppose so.
Of a squire it is, you know, dancing and chivalry.
Yes.
In time, he begins to feel at ease.
I'm devoted to you.
Yes.
I adore you.
What?
But what can I expect for such devotion?
Aurelius?
Heartbreak and misery.
Aurelius, no.
I'd rather be dead at your feet
No.
than suffer such anguish. Oh, my sweet girl, you have the power of life and death over me.
No, I don't.
Yes.
No, listen.
Oh, Dorigen.
Listen. For goodness sake, I had no idea.
No, I never told you.
Well, you have now, haven't you? But no, Aurelius, the answer is no.
But
No! My love is for Avaragus, and always will be. You asked me to be unfaithful to him, and I never will be, never.
not even if...
Never! Not until the black rocks of Brittany are swept from the shore.
Ah.
Clear every boulder, rock and stone, and I will be your lover.
Well,
That will never happen. It cannot be done.
then I'm doomed.
Oh, another man's wife, Aurelius.
doomed to a horrible death.
Don't make it sound as though it's my fault.
The torment drives him to a desperate state. It also drives him on the road to Orleans. And that, my friends, is where we find him now.
Why? Because that's where a great magician lives, who, so the rumour goes, can do great things.
Conjure flowers that suddenly grow up a wall.
Or suddenly appear to.
Or make a lion out of nothing to prowl around the room.
Apparently.
If she can do this, then she'll find no trouble.
Greetings,
A woman standing calmly in his way.
I didn't see you, lady.
No, but here I am, and here you are, and I know who you are and why you've come.
But how?
For the love of Dorigen. Follow me.
So he follows to the study in her house, where she makes demonstration of her skill.
Full-blooded hunt of 100 wild deer. And now, a lady dancing.
It's Dorigen.
And with her, a knight.
Dorigen and me. But she's gone. Where did she go?
I made her go, just as I can make most things go or come back again.
Just like that?
No, not just like that. This is skilled work. What you are asking, to rid an entire coastline of rocks, cannot be done for under £1,000.
£1,000?
£1,000?
Have you got £1,000?
What's £1,000 against what I gain?
You agree?
Yes. Yes, you have my word.
And you mine.
So here's another promise made, and Aurelius and the magician set out for Britain.
The dead of winter now. Black rocks blacker, the sea bleak and angry. The magician calculates through charts and maps and the signs of the zodiac. 2 weeks of waiting. Then
Look, and you can see, the entire coastline appears clear of rock.
Oh, my friend. I don't know how to thank you.
I do. £1,000.
But appears to be, you said.
Yes. It's
So-
an illusion.
So the rocks appear to have disappeared.
Yes.
But have they in fact gone?
What is the difference?
I don't know.
The difference is that you get the girl.
Where are we going?
Oh, my own sweet love.
Don't call me that.
There's something I wanted to show you.
Just tell me
Just
where
along
we're
this
going.
path. You remember, back in the garden, when we were alone together, you said, you promised you'd love me when the coast of Brittany was clear of every single rock. You remember?
That was foolishness.
It was a promise. You remember promising.
I do.
Then look.
Oh yes. Look now, Dorigen, how the waves roll in on the flat, smooth shore.
No.
Not the smallest rock to be seen.
the beach is glassy.
So, it's come to pass. I'll give you a moment to consider, then in good time we'll meet. back in that same garden.
She stands there, dumbstruck, nothing she can do.
It was my word. I gave my word. I must become his lover.
No choice.
What else is there? I'd rather give up my life than give my body up to shame.
Then that's a choice, isn't it? She ponders that, death before dishonour, a narrow passageway leading to one small door.
No turning aside.
While Aurelius, in a fever of love and loneliness, waits for her to decide.
When her husband returns home at last, she's sitting in the shadows on her own.
Tears, my love?
Avaragus!
Sitting in the dark on your own. What's the matter?
She tells him
Everything.
the promise made,
The dreadful claim the squire now makes on her.
No.
and how she thinks she might prevent it.
No, Dorigen, not that.
What then? You'd have me keep my word.
It was a promise. It must be honoured. Honour is the greatest thing we have.
And that would be honourable, would it? To be unfaithful to you?
It would be a dagger in my side, but I would bear it.
Don't you want to say to him? Shout out at him. You won't have to bear it, man. The burden isn't yours, you fool. You put her at risk for honour's sake. What kind of deal is that? Well, this is a story. And what I say is what all storytellers say.
Wait and see. And the first thing you'll see is...
Don't!
He speaks the truth. What's happened hurts him also. For honour's sake, a dagger pierces him.
Dorigen? Dorigen, where are you going?
To the garden, where I'll keep my word.
She looks at him. It stops him in his tracks.
My husband asked me to, and so I will.
Avaragus has agreed.
Yes, and he's right. I gave my word. There is no choice.
Aurelius stands there, still and silent, and sees her as he never did before.
Her beauty touched by a secret sadness, a sadness brought about by his desire.
Oh, Dorigen, there is a choice. The choice is mine. I've caused this misery. I can release you from your bond.
Release me.
I will. I do. I'd rather endure the ache of everlasting emptiness than break the love between you two. The bond was cruel. You are released.
For the rest, I'm sure you can imagine. Happy reunion of lady and knight.
Oh?
Dorigen and Avaragus will live their lives in perfect joy. Of course they will. And Aurelius.
Well, Aurelius still has £1,000 of debt to pay.
I won't lie to you. I don't have the money.
You can't pay.
I can give you half and my promise for the rest.
And what is that worth?
If I have to beg to pay you back, I will.
You didn't even get the girl, Aurelius. Not for a single night.
No. Still, I did learn something.
What?
I'm a fool.
Well, fool, you've given everything to learn that.
Yes.
The hopelessness of love.
Yes.
You showed a greater love when you released Dorigen from her promise. Which is why I now release you.
But the debt.
The debt is forgotten. You are released.
And that's the story. Love can't be commanded. It's found in service, not hope of reward.
A lesson to all of us this time of year. Service to others, forgiveness, and love.
And this now, pilgrims, is your journey's end. The miller, the franklin, a gentle knight, each had a tale to tell. Some time to spend, the stories told, the teller's fade from sight. A voice, the dying echo of a bell, a moment in the sun, a sigh then gone. The stories now are left for you to tell. The tellers leave, the tales are handed on. The tellers leave, the tales are handed on.
So this now, pilgrims, this is your journey's end.
The heart of England in the ADC. Each came forward, each with a tale to tell.
A moment in the sun, a sigh then gone.
The stories now are yours to tell in turn. The tellers leave, the tales are handed on.
A voice, the dying echo of a bell, a moment in the sun, a sigh then gone. The stories now are left for you to tell. The tellers leave, the tales are handed on. The tellers